Please subscribe to our channel for more lift and carry stories. All the ladies now approach the presenter. We would like to participate in this competition, they say. Of course, you all are welcome, he says. So where are your partners who are going to lift you, he asks. Come on, this is Ayesha auntie's family. Here it is the men who will get lifted up, she announces. The whole crowd starts applauding. Oh wow, now this is unusual. So where are the men, the announcer asks. No, we are not coming, Addie says. Why should we get lifted up by our women in front of the people and TV? For nothing, he says. Now come on, look at these gorgeous ladies. Who will not like to get lifted up by a beautiful woman? He asks. You are absolutely right, Tanya says and comes near the presenter. Tanya now scoops him up comfortably into a cradle. The whole crowd is amused. Oh wow, I have never been lifted up by a slim girl like this, and that too so easily, he says in surprise as Tanya is still carrying him in a cradle and posing to the camera. Oh man, Tanya's strength is getting more and more with each passing day, Sid thinks. Not only that, I believe a woman becomes more gracious when she is able to carry her man, and what is a better way to cherish the relationship with her man than to lift him up? Misha says and lifts up Addie from the front. A woman is always a queen in the house, Aunt Ayesha says. And her man is the king, and a king's rightful place is his throne, she says. Come on my king, sit on your throne, Ayesha auntie says holding Kabir uncle's hand. Aunt Ayesha now bends down. The whole crowd exclaims in wonder as Kabir uncle sits on her shoulders, and Aunt Ayesha stands straight carrying Uncle Kabir on her shoulders. Hey, wait for me, Mona says and walks in, carrying the embarrassed Sid on her shoulders. The presenter, still lifted up in a cradle by the laughing Tanya, is shocked to see what is happening. Ah, ladies, you have lifted up your partners, even before the competition has started, he says. And miss, can you please put me down? He requests Tanya. All laugh. Tanya puts down the presenter now. So Miss Tanya, who is your partner, you cannot win the competition by carrying the presenter, you know, he laughs. Hey, where is Monty? Tanya starts looking around. Monty just finished eating snacks and comes near the stage. Tanya runs to him and holds his hand. Hey Monty, come get on me piggyback, she says looking into his eyes. What, you want to carry me again now? He asks. Of course, when you are with me, then there is no saying when you will get lifted up by me. Understood, Tanya says. So now be a good boy and get on my back, she says. The whole crowd is surprised as Tanya lifts up the chubby Monty piggyback and even bounces him up. She now carries him to the stage. Here, this cute guy is my partner, Tanya says blushing. The presenter is surprised to see a slim girl carrying a huge heavy guy piggyback. Oh well, but you will have to compete with each other in this competition, he says. Alright, all the ladies say in excitement, while still carrying their men. Will you please put your men down and lift them up in the same style? I don't want you ladies to get injured, the presenter says. Come on, our family girls are naturally very strong. You don't need to worry even a bit about them, Aunt Ayesha says. In fact, each of the girls in our family are capable of lifting up 2 people each, she announces. Yes, it is true, Misha says. Come baby, Misha says and also signals Sid to come near her. Sit on my shoulders from the side each, she says. With Sid sitting on her one shoulder and Addie sitting on her other shoulder, Misha stands up carrying both the men sitting on her shoulder each. The presenter drops his microphone in surprise. All the women now lift up their men into a piggyback. We shall see who carries the longest, Aunt Ayesha winks. Time passes and people are getting bored now. Oh man, these ladies are in no mood to give up, the presenter thinks as most of the crowd leaves. Of course, we cannot blame the women. The prize is really good, you see, he says looking at the shiny expensive purse kept on display. Tanya is slowly feeling tired, but is motivating herself looking at the shiny purse. Tanya, can we finish the competition? I need to go to the bathroom now, Monty says as Tanya is still standing there carrying Monty piggyback. Oh dear, I am making poor Monty suffer because of this purse. I better give up, Tanya says. We finally have one contestant who has given up, the presenter says. Kabir uncle is getting cramps in his legs while Aunt Ayesha is solid in her stance, as she is carrying him comfortably. Hey Ayesha, I will get you a costlier purse, if you let me down, he whispers to her ears. Oh really? Aunt Ayesha responds in excitement and puts him down. Mona and Misha are determined to win the shiny purse and are carrying their men with an absolute solid stance. Oh man, these sisters could stand a whole week carrying us like this, Addie thinks. The presenter is yawning now and looking at his watch. Oh man, this has been the longest competition till now, he says. Don't you worry, we both sisters can take this competition for even longer duration, Mona says and even lifts up her one leg in confidence, while still carrying Sid piggyback. The presenter is taken aback hearing this. Oh wow, listen to this. We have a sibling rivalry going on in here. This will get interesting, he says. Suddenly the alarm in Mona's cell phone starts ringing. Hey, what is that alarm? Sid asks Mona, as she gets disturbed due to the alarm. It is snack time for Misha's kids, Mona says and reaches to her cell phone. Oh no, I completely forgot. Where are the kids now, since our whole family is here? Mona asks Misha, who is also standing beside her carrying her husband Addy. Relax, Ayesha auntie and Kabir uncle have put them in the child care section of this mall. Misha says, but as a babysitter, it is my duty to care for my sister's kids. I am getting anxious, Mona says. Hey, don't worry, the kids are being taken care of properly in the childcare section, Mona says. But Mona is too anxious to listen and puts Sid down. We finally have a winner, the presenter announces as Mona and Sid run to care for the kids. Yes, Mona says in a victorious tone and places Addy on the floor. But I dedicate this win to Mona, because she gave up for the sake of my kids. She says. Congratulations. This purse is finally yours, he says. Yay, Misha shouts in glee and lifts up her husband Addy in a front piggyback and starts jumping in happiness. Mona and Sid are now taking care of the kids while Misha is bouncing up Addy while carrying him on a front piggyback. Both kiss as others are looking in or now. Oh wow, this kind of a scene is a first. The presenter says. The whole family is now in the nightclub situated in the basement of the mall. Oh wow, this nightclub is huge. And we also have happy hours now. Kabir uncle says in happiness. I suggest you don't overdo the drinking, Aunt Ayesha says with a smirk. Eat and drink as you like, people. The party is on me, Tanya announces, lifting up a bottle and dancing to the music. Everyone is busy having a good time. Sid is going to bring some more bottles from the counter and walks towards it through a dark passage. Suddenly in the dark, somebody scoops him up into a cradle in her arms. Oh God, who is this? Somebody please save me from this powerful woman. Mona, where are you? He shrieks in the dark. The lifter now carries him away on her arms and takes him to a corner. Sid's heart is beating fast. Sush, big bro. Don't create such a huge drama. You are only lifted up in the arms of your little sister Tanya, she says, whispering. Curses. When will you stop lifting me up like this in your arms suddenly, especially when I am going somewhere? Sid asks in disbelief. As Tanya is still standing there carrying him in a cradle. Big bro, I am in trouble again, Tanya says, looking into his eyes with worry. Oh great, what have you done this time? Sid asks as he is still lifted up by his little sister Tanya in her arms. While I threw the party to everyone without giving a thought, I realized now that there is not much money in my bank account, Tanya says, as she is still carrying him cradle. Ha, I knew this would happen, Sid laughs. But don't worry. I will pay the bills this time, but make sure to return the money later, Sid says. Tanya is really happy to hear this. That's like my big bro. I knew I can count on you, Tanya says in gladness and flings him up on her arms and catches him back. Thrown in the air on the arms of his little sister, Sid is shocked to realize that his little sister Tanya has become even more stronger than the last time. Curses, he shrieks as Tanya is now laughing, while still carrying him cradle. Suddenly Mona comes in holding a bottle and spots Tanya carrying her elder brother in a cradle and laughing. Oh no, looks like Mona has drunk a bit, Sid thinks. Oh wow, I always feel happy when a big bro is lifted up in the arms of his little sister, Mona says smiling and empties her bottle. How about I return the favor, she asks. Ah, what do you mean Mona? Tanya asks as she is still carrying Sid cradle. Since you are carrying my man, will you allow me to carry your man? Mona asks with a smile. Yes, I guess, Tanya replies. Hey Monty, please join us, Mona says. Monty comes, and is surprised to see Tanya carrying her elder brother in cradle. Hey Monty, would you mind if Mona carries you in her arms like this? Tanya asks. It is fine I guess, Monty says. No sooner Monty agrees, the tall and strong Mona scoops up his full weight into her arms in cradle. Yes, carrying a heavy guy in the arms always feels special, Mona exclaims in gladness. Oh man, even this chubby Monty is light for Mona. Tanya thinks. Carrying the chubby Monty in her arms, Mona turns around and bounces him up on her arms and puts him down. It is my turn now, Misha says, as soon as Monty stands on his feet. Before Monty could react, even Misha scoops him up into her arms and starts turning round and round laughing. Monty's head is spinning now. Misha laughs and puts him down now. The crowd is slowly increasing as the evening proceeds, and suddenly everyone is looking at the stage. Hey, is there any event today? Aunt Ayesha asks, as she is dancing with Kabir uncle. Yes, I saw a poster that a live band will be performing tonight, Monty says. Oh wow, that is really good. I have never seen a live band performance before, Kabir uncle says when the live band already starts performing. But there is a huge crowd in front of them and Kabir uncle is unable to see the performers. Oh no, I want to see the artists performing, but this huge crowd is blocking my view, Uncle Kabir says in sadness. Don't worry my husband, I can solve your problem, Aunt Ayesha smiles. But how? Kabir asks. You just have to take your throne, she smiles. The smile on Kabir uncle's face disappears now. Monty, who is now spending a quiet moment with Tanya, is suddenly surprised to see Kabir uncle sitting on Aunt Ayesha's shoulders. Oh man, your aunt is carrying her husband on her shoulders, and goodness, she is even dancing while carrying his full weight. He exclaims. Well, that's Aunt Ayesha for you. Tanya laughs. By the way, I have got an idea, Tanya says, thinking in excitement. Oh no, I can already identify that look on your face. You want to carry me too, right? Monty asks in nervousness. Oh my, we are already thinking alike now, Tanya responds with a spark in her eyes. Mona and Misha are now cheering Tanya, as Monty has climbed a table and is slowly resting his weight on Tanya's shoulders into a shoulder sit. Tanya gives a victory shout as Monty's both legs are in the air as he is on a shoulder sit. Monty is looking in disbelief as he is now sitting on the shoulders of the much smaller Tanya. Yes, I always wanted to do this, carry my man on my shoulders, while watching a concert, Tanya shouts. Oh my, I can't resist myself, Misha says. Mona, with Sid sitting on her shoulders, is now standing beside Aunt Ayesha, who is carrying Kabir uncle on her shoulders. Aunt Ayesha is happy looking at the scene. Misha also rises up with Sid sitting on her shoulders now. Oh wow. All the men in the family are now sitting on the shoulders of their women. This is how it should always be, Aunt Ayesha announces as all the women are now bouncing their men up to the beat of the music played by the live band. Is this how married life looks like? Monty asks Addy, who is sitting on his wife Misha's shoulders. Addy has no answer for this question. So that concludes the story of the babysitter, folks. Cheers, and stay tuned for our next story.